With the destruction of Universe 3, now only Universes 7 and 11 remain. As the Omni Kings wonder which will win, the Grand Minister notes that the bleachers look a bit desolate with only 2 teams left. He uses his powers to shrink them down, so that the gods and defeated contestants from the 2 universes are all now sitting side by side. Margarita asks why Vados is sitting with the Universe 7 team, and she replies that with Universe 6 gone, she plans to stick with them. In the arena, Goku powers up into Super Saiyan Blue and begins trading blows with Jiren, rather to Vegeta's annoyance. Goku is impressed as ever at Jiren's power, and Jiren asks Goku why he seeks greater strength, but Goku isn't sure why, he just does. He asks if Jiren wants to grow stronger too, but Jiren says he wants something more than strength. While the Grand Minister says Goku and Jiren's battle will be key to the tournament's outcome, Vegeta suddenly barges in and starts fighting Jiren himself, demanding that Jiren show him his power. Elsewhere, Dyspo dodges Frieza's death beams while he brags about being the fastest fighter in any universe. Frieza dismisses Dyspo as simply being good at running away, and Dyspo replies that Frieza must want to die again. Meanwhile, Gohan and Android 17 go up against Top, with Gohan warning that they need to steer clear of Top's big arms as they even gave Goku trouble. As Vegeta battles Jiren, he knows that he's never seen anyone with such tough, heavy Kai before. Nevertheless, Vegeta vows that he will defeat Jiren and obtain the Super Dragon Balls. When Jiren knocks Vegeta away, Goku rushes in to fight him, though he is likewise overwhelmed by Jiren's rapid-fire punches. Vegeta seizes the next opportunity to take Goku's place, fighting Jiren again, and this time he manages to successfully dodge Jiren's punches and close in to land a punch of his own square on Jiren's chest. Everyone is amazed that Vegeta broke through Jiren's ki to land an attack. Piccolo realizes that Vegeta observed Jiren's attack pattern when he knocked Goku away, and so used that knowledge to dodge Jiren's attacks the next time around. Kai isn't too concerned though, as it just makes things a little more interesting. Vegeta goes on to attack Jiren again and again, impressing the Omni Kings. Shin thinks that Vegeta may even have the upper hand, but Kai asks if he's blind. Watching Vegeta's movements, Whis wonders if he is trying to test out Ultra Instinct against Jiren. Meanwhile, Vegeta can tell that Jiren was stronger and faster when he fought Goku. Jiren suddenly nails him with a power impact that sends him flying far off into the distance. Vegeta struggles against the blast, and it explodes just as it reaches the edge of the arena, enveloping everything in a cloud of dust. Meanwhile, Dyspo tries to trip Frieza up by using his speed to create a series of afterimages. But Frieza doesn't fall for such an old trick. Frieza uses his tail to grab hold of Dyspo, but Dyspo turns the tables by throwing Frieza around by his tail. Gohan and 17 struggle against Top, with even Gohan's ultimate Kamehameha proving ineffective. Top tells the two to prepare themselves for his own attacks now, and Belmod laughs at Beerus that his own universe is clearly superior. Whis, though, is certain Vegeta isn't out of the game yet, as Jiren's blast probably only served as his trigger. Sure enough, when the dust from Jiren's blast clears, Vegeta is still in the arena. Jiren assures the prince that there is no way for him to win, and that his fighting style is arrogant, conceited, and impure. While Vegeta agrees that he is arrogant, he says this is simply his Saiyan pride. Charging his full charge Final Flash, Vegeta says that he will leave Ultra Instinct to Kakarot and defeat Jiren in his own way. The gods watching the fight are surprised to sense Vegeta's cuirassing up even higher than before, and that, through Vegeta's own pride, Jiren has awakened Vegeta's dormant power. Vegeta taunts Jiren into taking his Final Flash head-on, and he lands a direct hit. When the dust clears, Vegeta is thrilled to see Jiren flat on the ground, but Jiren suddenly appears right in front of him. Jiren compliments Vegeta on the force of his attack, then blasts him at point-blank range. As Vegeta goes down, Kai boasts that Jiren always surpasses his opponents, while the Omni Kings are amazed to see that Vegeta's attack had no effect against Jiren. There are 8 minutes until the end of the Tournament of Power. In the aftermath of Jiren's overwhelming defeat of Vegeta, everyone is amazed at Jiren's power. While Vegeta struggles on the ground, Jiren tells the warrior to rest. In the bleachers, Belmod and Kai note what an honor it is for Jiren to acknowledge Vegeta as a warrior. He is praising Vegeta's bravery in facing him with everything he had. The Omni Kings are impressed with Jiren too and amuse themselves imitating him. Struggling to his feet, Vegeta says he can tell Jiren still hasn't used his full power. Taking over from where Vegeta left off, Goku powers up to fight Jiren once more. Meanwhile, Dyspo is still throwing Frieza around by the tail and delivers what he believes to be a finishing blow. He brags about his power as a member of the Pride Troopers, But Frieza is both unimpressed and seemingly unhurt by his attacks, and begins firing back. Elsewhere, Gohan and Android 17 continue their tag team fight against Top, but 17 soon realizes that they are unable to pull off combo attacks, since they have never fought together before. He suggests a new, simpler strategy. He will go stop Toppo from moving, allowing Gohan to ring them both out. 17 goes and fights Toppo one-on-one for a while, but before long, Toppo grabs him by the arm. Though, this is exactly what 17 wanted as he forms an android barrier around them both, and Gohan fires an ultimate explosive Kamehameha at them. The blast pushes the barrier with the two inside towards the edge of the arena, but before they can be ringed out, Toppo punches 17 so hard that he drops the barrier. Gohan breaks off the attack out of concern for 17, allowing Toppo to get away. As Goku stands before Jiren, his teammates wonder what he's planning. Long-range attacks like the Spirit Bomb and Final Flash failed, so only a direct assault might work, but that's risky too. Goku starts teleporting around Jiren, backing off each time. Unnoticed, he plants landmine-like ki blasts, which explode when Jiren steps on them. Jiren leaps into the air, but Goku fires a Destructo Disc Hexablade barrage. Jiren destroys them and rushes Goku, beating him atop rubble hanging off the arena. As Jiren powers up a final blow, the ground beneath him collapses. Goku had used one last Destructo Disc to cut the rubble, just like Krillin once did. He teleports behind Jiren and kicks him toward the edge. Goku goes and rejoins Vegeta, who says that while he may have caught Jiren off guard, this won't be enough to defeat him. But Goku knew that already. Indeed, Jiren uses the small pieces of rubble in the air around him as footholds to jump back up into the arena, and begins walking straight towards Goku. Completely unfazed by the Ki landmines, he continues to set off. After knocking Goku around for a bit more, Jiren powers up, impressing Kai with his intense ki. Even Belmod says it's been a long time since he's seen Jiren like this. Goku and Jiren begin trading blows once again, but Jiren quickly overwhelms Goku with the same sort of glowing punch he had begun to use earlier before being interrupted. The impact from Jiren's punch blasts through the arena, and although it only grazes Goku's cheek, he reverts from Super Saiyan Blue to his base form. Kai and Belmod can tell that Jiren has begun showing a bit of his full power. Krillin asks what sort of technique this is, but Kai explains that for Jiren, these are nothing more than ordinary punches. Goku says he's never been hit by such strong attacks before, but he can't turn back now. Vegeta agrees. They know well enough that Jiren is strong, but he must still defeat him and get the Super Dragon Balls. The two power up, with Goku using Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken once more. Beerus sees that Goku is unleashing every scrap of power he has. If even this doesn't work, then they've had it. Vegeta meanwhile remembers his promise to Kaba, that he would win the tournament and resurrect him and the others of Universe 6. In order to keep that promise, Vegeta resolves to overcome his limits in his own way and defeat Jiren. As he powers up, a change comes over Vegeta's ki, and he becomes a more sparkly version of Super Saiyan Blue. The Grand Minister explains that Vegeta seems to have broken through his shell, much as Goku did earlier, and has collected power within himself greatly surpassing what he previously had as a Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta tells Jiren that this is everything he has, and he and Goku begin fighting Jiren 2 against 1, finally working together for a change. Jiren can feel that their attacks are sharper than before, but he still counters with more of his trademark glowing punches. The two of them together start to push back against Jiren, who seems thrown off his game. While the action pauses for a moment, Whis explains that Goku and Vegeta's coordination isn't perfect, yet this actually helps them out by confusing Jiren. There are 7 minutes until the end of the Tournament of Power. Goku and Vegeta have both powered up to face Jiren, and though so far Jiren has been unfazed by their attacks, Vegeta says that their fight is just beginning. Beerus cheers them on from the bleachers, saying that Universe 7 can't win unless the two defeat Jiren. The duo push Jiren back with a series of coordinated attacks, finishing with a Kamehameha and Final Flash. Though Jiren takes these attacks head-on, he emerges seemingly undamaged. Seeing that Jiren is raising his game, Dyspo decides to do likewise in his match against Frieza. Even Frieza thinks it's time they stopped playing around. Though Dyspo is certainly fast, Frieza repeats Goku's criticism from earlier, that Dyspo's movements are too straightforward and therefore easy to predict. However, Dyspo starts moving even faster, leaving Frieza unable to follow his movements. He pummels Frieza and then uses his Circle Flash attack to finish him off. When Dyspo rushes in to knock Frieza out of bounds though, Frieza stops him with his tail. Frieza still seems more than fine, though he says that attack did have him worried. He points out that if they continue fighting they will just wear themselves out, And even if Dyspo wins, Universe 7 will still hold the numerical advantage, which will give them the victory once time runs out. Jiren may be strong, but there is no guarantee that he will be able to defeat Goku and Vegeta within the tournament's few remaining minutes. Frieza therefore offers Dyspo a deal. He will cooperate with Universe 11, so long as Universe 11 promises to resurrect him with the Super Dragon Balls once they win the tournament. In the bleachers, Beerus is outraged to see Frieza once again being underhanded, though Krillin and Piccolo think this might be another trick. Regardless, Dyspo turns down the offer and can tell that the evil Frieza simply wants to use him to ensure his own survival. Frieza responds by transforming into true Golden Frieza, and now has no choice but to use his full power to defeat Dyspo. Golden Frieza tells Dyspo to come at him from any direction he wants, and Dyspo considers this a good opportunity to test out his speed. Though he lands a punch on Frieza's face, it seems to have no effect, and Frieza is unimpressed by his power and speed. As Frieza turns the tables on Dyspo, in the bleachers, Kai is shocked to see that Frieza is apparently the faster of the two. Frieza confidently announces that Dyspo is simply no match for him, but he is surprised by the ki Dyspo suddenly starts to emit. Indeed, Dyspo increases his speed even further and begins to counterattack, regaining the upper hand. Belmont explains that this is Dyspo's final secret technique, Super Maximum Light Speed Mode. Dyspo is now moving too fast for even the Omni Kings to see, and though they try the slow-motion replay footage on their god pads, Dyspo is still far too fast for even that to work. The Grand Minister says he will have to upgrade the god pads next time. Dyspo continues to beat up on Frieza, knocking him closer and closer to the arena's edge. Gohan manages to break away from his battle against Top and come to Frieza's rescue, knocking Dyspo away with a kick. Frieza is surprised that Gohan of all people would save him, but for Gohan it was simply a matter of helping out a teammate. Frieza taunts Gohan that he might betray him later, but Gohan promises to ring Frieza out if he does. Frieza decides that he and Gohan will have to face Dyspo together, and he asks Gohan not to be deadweight. Dyspo vows to knock both of them out of bounds, and while Frieza and Gohan fire volley after volley of ki blasts at him, these attacks are too slow to hit him. Gohan soon realizes that the only way for them to win is to limit the range of Dyspo's movements. He will go create an opening to allow Frieza to cage Dyspo in. Frieza agrees to follow Gohan's plan since he is the leader of Team Universe 7, after all. While Gohan trades blows with Dyspo, Frieza surrounds the two in a cage of Kai beams. Now Dyspo has nowhere to run, but the same goes for Gohan, who is prepared for this and resolves to face Dyspo in a head-on battle. With Dyspo hemmed in, he is no longer able to dodge Gohan's attacks, and Shin thinks Gohan can't lose like this. Belmont likewise sees that if Dyspo tries to use his Super Maximum Light Speed mode inside this energy cage, he will simply hit the bars and damage himself. Frieza tells Gohan to hurry up and finish Dyspo off, since maintaining the energy cage uses up a lot of energy and his stamina can't hold out for long. Just as Gohan goes in for a final blow, Frieza finally gives out and the cage collapses, allowing Dyspo to dodge Gohan's attack. Gohan doesn't miss a beat though, and immediately grabs Dyspo from behind. Picking up on Gohan's strategy, Frieza doesn't hesitate to put him out of his misery, blasting Gohan and Dyspo with Golden Death Blaster that knocks both out of bounds. The Great Priest formally announces Gohan and Dyspo's defeat, and Gohan apologizes to his teammates as he materializes in the bleachers. Piccolo though says Gohan did well. If he had let Dyspo get away, they might never have beaten him. Goku is likewise pleased at the job his son did. There are 6 minutes until the end of the Tournament of Power. And remember, until next time, stay Saiyan.